What's up, everyone? Bradley Jack Design here, and I'm joined today with a fellow designer, the Real T Cut. Let me hop over real quick because you are here to watch us do
Designer Duel. Fight!
a designer duel. So I'm here with the Real T Cut. If you want to introduce yourself, feel free.
Hello. Well, let me do the intro that I've been meaning to do here. I quite literally came prepared with this. Hello, Bradley Jack Design stream. I am Thomas Northcutt. I am a graphic designer for Rutgers Athletics. I have been here for about 3 years. I am fresh out of. I came here straight out of college. Graduated from Auburn. War Eagle to everybody who's out here, and yeah, I'm excited to be here and excited to be the second guest. I'm a little bit worried because the first one was Dan, and it's really hard to top Dan Beltran, but fingers crossed that I can at least come with half the energy and a third of the viewership.
I will gladly take a third of the viewership as well. People definitely come out in droves for Dan.
He's a popular man. What can I say?
I don't have my size anymore because Photoshop broke. So what size are we doing? What size do you have set up?
So I currently have set up with a
1395
I resized it a little bit.
222.
I scaled it up so it's pretty much the same, 1600 by 2250.
All right, that's a lot easier to.
Yeah, it was so close that whenever, like probably about 20 minutes ago, I tested it out just to scale it up. So, let's see here.
So if you guys don't know, we are going to create our own versions of a Madden cover because everyone was mad about the Madden cover, which I get, but in the same breath, sorry, let me pull up viewers on here. In the same breath, I understand why they designed it the way they did.
Yeah.
When you're designing a DVD cover, which is what this is, DVD cover, whatever, it's the same size and it's what people draws you in. But a lot of people, most of the games are digital now, so you don't even buy them there. So they went ahead and did something that they could easily scale to a 16 by 9 screen. And that would be the cover as well. So it's easily scalable. So I think that's probably why they did that. But we have some similar assets, not as strict as when Dan and I were doing it. We're just going to kind of do our own thing, but include Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
So
I tried to petition Brad to let me use Rodrigo Blankenship instead. But unfortunately, he was like, no, we should use the real people. I was like, fine.
If we're doing special teams people, I would just make another Devin Hester design, and we've done that multiple times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually throw him up on the screen so you can take a look at him working to start, because you guys have seen me do stuff over and over again. So I'm going to put it on you for a little bit, and then we'll hop back over to me a little bit later. So you go ahead and take control now.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and warn you. I am very ADD, so my design process is a whole lot of just absolute chaos. And on a normal day, it normally takes there's about I don't know, probably 73 breaks that I wind up taking on accident just because I get distracted with TikTok or something. So just bear with me if I go a little bit all over the place. I try my best to focus in, and I'm trying really hard tonight. So, but this is how this brain works. So, I've got a couple things already lined up. Brad and I spent a while getting ready with some cutouts here. So we both actually were looking at doing this same design on accident without discussing it.
Yeah.
And I decided to run with it, and he didn't. So this is sort of the look I'm gonna go with for tonight, the sort of the layout and everything. And I'm hoping that I don't make myself look silly. So that's the hope. Yeah.
He showed me the composition he was doing, and I laughed because I had three of the same images he had on there. I was like, yeah, that's That's pretty much what I was gonna do. So it's fun that we had this similar mindset in that aspect.
That's the fun part and sort of the hard part too with doing one of these covers, is coming up with the right layout and the right sort of just the right sort of approach. Because I mean, if I'm being honest, when it comes to doing something like this, if I was actually doing the Madden cover, I probably would not have four cutouts on there. And especially with the way that they did it, I love how they have it set up, at least in the sense that they have photos with these guys. And if you look at like when Mahomes tweeted out all those images of like the various like cover styles and everything, it was just super easy, super simple, super clean. Um, but for the sake of what we're doing and the sake of the fact that this is a design stream and I want to at least try to flex my design muscles a little bit, I figured I would go a little bit with the cutouts tonight. So bear with me though, and also another sort of insight into how I sort of design. Um, I on a normal like personal graphic, I am not the most well organized. I spend a lot of time going over cutouts. I'm very particular in my personal work, so that's why you see all these extra cutouts down here. These are other ones that I was flipping through. I had other ones of Tom here. I had a lot of Tom, some other Pat ideas, and even one that Brad threw in of the of Mr. Lombardi himself. So might be using those. We'll see how we're feeling as we go along. But yeah, that's where I am right now.
So you designed stuff and worked at Auburn when you were there, correct?
So I was a student manager for the basketball team for 4 years, and I found design because of managing. I grew up. I should have known that this is going to be the career path I went down. Also, everybody say hello to Larry. That is my hard drive. I name all of my hard drives and appliances after just the most basic names. I have my other hard drive is Gilbert, and he will not be making an appearance tonight. But yeah, so I should have known that growing up I was sort of destined to do this sort of thing. Um, I I remember when I was a kid, I spelled out my name with all the college team logos. I spelled out my full name with, and each letter was a different logo. I know I started with like the Power T for Tennessee, and I had the Hawaii H and the Oregon O, and all this stuff. So I mean, that's where I started. But my freshman year at Auburn, I had a friend, before that, I had been doing like jersey designs and stuff like PowerPoint,
Yeah,
which was
PowerPoint.
just I think those files still exist on another hard drive somewhere, but they might actually be here. But I'm not about to. I don't even think I had PowerPoint installed on this computer. So yeah, I had a friend introduce me there, and he introduced me. Shout out to Clint Richardson. I don't know if you're watching or not, but if you are, he always joked that he was going to take 10% of my earnings. So you're not, because unfortunately designing does not pay as well as you would expect some days. But yeah, so I found that, and then I had a coach one day. I was doing some Photoshop, just some jersey concepts in my free time in the coach's offices one day at Auburn. And I had a coach see me doing design work, and he goes, "Hey, do you know what you're doing in that?" And I went, sure. And I had no idea what I was doing, and I made my first ever graphic, which was um, it was a camp graphic for Bruce Pearl basketball camps 2015, and I put that together, and from there I just slowly fell in love with it. Our coaches had me do some recruiting stuff, so that was where I did a lot of my work, was just in recruiting. I was putting together all sorts of just various recruiting graphics here and there, and slowly over time just fell in love with it. By my senior year, I kind of knew that this is the route that I wanted to go, and I sort of stumbled into this industry. Shout out to my boss Andrew as well for taking a chance on me, because I looked back on my first project, and it was like the test project I did to get to before I got this job, and it was so not good. It was bad, guys. Like it was my
That's
shadows didn't make any sense. My lighting didn't make any sense. It was rough.
that's common
But
though, because like anything you make now, like I look back at the stuff I made in my 365 and I'm like, this is all bad. This is all terrible.
You,
But
yeah,
that comes with design. You get better and better, and you start to change how you do stuff, and your design eye gets better, and it's just something that comes along with it. So you don't have a design degree then?
No, my degree is in marketing, which is it's a good degree to have. Like if you're gonna get a non-design degree and then go into design, I'd say marketing or communications are probably the two best ways to go.
Correct.
So it's a useful degree. Do I use it that much? That's questionable. But I got my 4 years, and I got the best part I got out of my 4 years at Auburn. Besides, the friends and the memories and the all that other nonsense. I got my SEC championship ring, which is my pride and joy here. So I like to flex that whenever I can. But yeah, this is that made the 4 years in school worth it. Just coming home with the obscenely large jewelry.
Have you ever heard of? Hold on. What is? Forgot what I'm looking up. Have you ever heard of a cartoon called Squidbillies?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So my brother, anytime anyone mentions Auburn, I always just think to myself, I don't care very much for Auburn, or I'm gonna drive my truck. Auburn sucks, which is a lovely, lovely song from there with a T-Pain appearance.
Oh.
If you want to watch a really weird TV show, hit that
That
up.
sounds like something T-Pain would do. I love him, but he's on so much just random stuff. It's hilarious. All right, let's see. What file do I want to work with here? I'm sorry for not actually designing yet. So hopefully the designing part will come here. Talking and designing are not at the same time. I'm learning now, or it's not my strong suit.
Yeah, it's not terribly easy. That's why it's fun to do these, because I get better and better at it. But I also make like breakdown videos where I'm pretty much just talking about how I did anything in a moment of time, so you get more and more used to it.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it goes for everyone. As you continue through all this, as you do anything, everything just gets easier with practice. And I'm not like Brad or Dan. I don't have the big fancy design setup. If I could show you, I would. I have a lamp up to my left that's lighting me, and I have a second separate laptop that is running the chat on YouTube right now. I don't have a second monitor at the moment, so this is a working with the best that I got right now.
You are at a severe disadvantage, because
Mildly.
I have 3 monitors up right now on my computer.
Okay, so on average we have 2, which makes sense.
Correct. And one of my monitors is just your screen being shared. So
Well, that's just not fair. Then you're getting all the insight. You're getting all the good stuff. I'm sitting over here praying for mercy.
yeah. All right. So
Designer
Nope.
Fight!
All right, so we're back here. So I did a couple things while you were talking. I played around with a little bit of a composition earlier, so this is that. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I need to decrease blue and I need to decrease green if I want this to be more red. More red. There we go. This is what I got going on. So like the whole thing I'm going with is they said it was like the MVP or GOAT edition. So I got like Tom Brady. Got him in the background here with the dope imagery that the Buccaneers have. And then I just got Mahomes down here. So it's sort of like big God mode guy. And then my name's Patrick Mahomes and I throw football. Look at me. Also, as you can tell, as a Bears fan, I don't really care too much about Patrick Mahomes. But we have the better quarterback now in Justin Fields, so that's all that matters.
R.I.P. Mitch Trubisky.
I mean, he's still alive. He just plays for the Bills now and is never going to play.
Yeah, well, same thing. You know what? let's do this number here. What is this?
Yeah, Dan, this is preseason designer dueling. It doesn't get real until I get Ethan J on here and Tyson Beck. That's the real time. This starts.
If I get put in the same sentence as Tyson Beck, then that's when I know I've succeeded. I don't care what the context is. If that's what happens, then I have succeeded in life.
In the same in the same sentence. Gotcha.
Even if it's
Thomas Northcutt will never be the designer that Tyson Beck is.
And that's incredibly accurate. Tyson is fantastic though, and I mean I think all of us look up to him in the sense that he set the standard a long time ago for us as designers. So here we go.
He realized early on what he wanted to do.
Oh yeah, and I mean I don't think designer I am without his influence real early on, and just everything that he's done for the design game. And Dan, I agree with you that I too, in a sense, look down on Tyson, but that's only because I am taller than him. I met him exactly one time, and I was much taller than he was. So
where did you run into Tyson Beck?
He did he had a piece featured, or two pieces featured in the 76ers did their art exhibit.
Yeah,
a couple years ago, and it was so much fun. I went out and met a lot of really awesome people that were out there. But yeah, I literally drove like an hour and a half away just to meet up with Tyson and get to talk to him for a little bit.
This is as far as I got. I don't really know what I'm doing after this. Like, I downloaded some cool stuff that like I saw like this is cool. If this is gonna, like, this is stuff I've seen online, but like this is cool. So like this is the effect, big guy, little guy, he's above it. Maybe we got some cool stuff going on here, something in the background. Got to figure out what's gonna go in the background.
You're doing a lot better than I am.
Cool lighting stuff. Like this thing Jonathan Ogstone made was cool. So I always like to look at his stuff for lighting and just little details he throws in stuff. So I did a little bit of prep work for this. Like, I think Enrique just posted this recently, which is pretty cool, which I thought was nice. So I'm just like trying to look and see different aspects of like, how do I want to do this? And also, like, I don't think I've ever played Madden, so like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Here's the thing, and I think a lot of our chat will agree. The NCAA football video games are far superior. And that is like, I miss those games so much looking back on it. Like, those games to me were like just so much fun. But I bought Madden for the first time earlier this year, or for this year's game. And I'll be 100% honest. It's just like, there's nothing about it that really makes me like super excited. I love playing FIFA, and like FIFA Ultimate Team is something I really enjoy, and it's hard to get much better than the way that Ultimate Team works on FIFA, versus like a Madden, where like there's so much like complexity and everything. So I don't know. I'm excited that NCAA is coming back. That's going to be the big one for me. But because I had the game, I did some research by literally just opening the game and going through some of their menus earlier. I didn't even like open like the actual like gameplay. I just was going through like the different like game modes and all those things to figure out what I was doing.
Yeah, I thought about looking up menus and stuff, and I was like, nah, it's fine. Like, I played a lot of NFL Blitz, and I liked playing Blitz because you could just, like, we didn't know what to do when we played when I was younger, so we just, would spam A and down and like just spam tackle. But in Madden, you can actually be offside, so it was like, no, I don't like that.
The NFL Street games were so much fun. Those were games that I grew up with, and like I very much remember just like playing those games all the time and loving those. What I'm actually going to do, I saw a gradient that I really liked within Madden earlier on the logo for their rivals challenges under Ultimate Team had this really sick like yellow to red to purple gradient that I'm sort of pulling from.
A good call.
because I think with some of this stuff, it's important to like not necessarily like pair up the actual background with the like the team colors. I feel like with a game like Madden, it's fun to like take advantage of the non conformity, if you will, of the brand. Get to sort of expand with it and grow with it and figure more things out with it rather than just
Rather than make the
do more of the
background
same.
red because you have red players on the front like
Because
I'm
both
doing. Got it. Okay, cool.
just because both guys are, 186C is the official red of all sports ever.
Um, all right, let me just pull up.
Yeah. Porter, I'm
just
with
pull
you. The NHL series are exactly like that.
Let me just pull up some light leaks from cheat code mode. Ethan J design. So it's already over. Boom. All right, game over. Added this. It's beautiful. Yeah, how do I want to do this? Maybe I want the background to be black instead. And a lot of this lighting effect is actually going to show up.
Just confused myself with this stuff.
See, right now what I'm trying to think is I'm trying to think of what do I want to do with the background here. So like I've got this cool setup. But it's like, what do I want? Because I've got it sort of like, we got this Goliath, Tom Brady, and then tiny little Patrick Mahomes in the front. I really want to do just like, I really want a photo of the back of Mahomes.
I think there's,
but
I think I
not,
put one in the...
But not one where he has his hands in the air. I just want like, I want him looking up, I want a photo of just him looking up at Tom Brady.
And then
like
Tom
this.
Brady looking up at the actual GOAT. I'm gonna let chat decide that.
So then we got yeah. So then behind Tom Brady is Jay Cutler, and then basically they're just all in the shadow of Jay Cutler. That's really how this works.
Again that you would say Mitchell Trubisky, but
no, the Chicago Bears GOAT is our homeboy Jay Cutler. What's this down here? Ripkey Cav and Jay Cut.
Here we go.
Ripberry Cavallari. All right, let's steal this image from the internet and see if it's actually big or small. Oh, it's gone. It doesn't exist.
Which one?
I don't know. Some image on Bleacher Report that doesn't exist, apparently. It might be on here somewhere. Here it is.
I'm totally not making this up as I go.
That's what we're doing. That's the whole point of this. That is a terrible image. We're not using that at all. My brother sent me a video of my godson Jack watching the stream on their TV. So, if you're still watching, which I doubt you are, hello, welcome.
Hey, Jack.
Welcome to watching the stream again.
I hope that you're having fun watching us make art on your television, and I hope you totally understand how great of a quarterback Jay Cutler was.
Dan, there's no time. You have this like time clock that doesn't exist. We're done at 8:30. The stream is from 7 to 8:30. So that's when it's over. You have like some romanticized idea that there's this big epic clock that exists, but there isn't.
I don't feel the rush quite yet. I just am internally panicking, but that's just like how I live life most of the time, so you get used to it.
I usually don't panic until like it's 8. Like it's only 7:30. Like
right.
We have a lot of time. Not a lot has happened so far.
It's 7:25, and so far I have put a gradient in the background.
Dan, I don't know how to put. I don't know how to put a clock there. People can use their watch and just see that a clock exists. I know I can put a timer up, but I have not done any of the such. I also just moved over to his screen as if that's where something I clicked on popped up. That is not the case. That is definitely his screen, not mine.
Sure.
Okay.
You know what? Let's do that.
Um,
Let's have some fun here. Actually, I've been thinking about doing this all week, just as like an extra little texture, and we're gonna have some fun here. We're opening up Illustrator.
whoa. We usually don't do
I
that on this stream.
I know it's a very scary place. Um, I don't tend to go into Illustrator unless I am doing what I'm about to do, um, because again, launch
Again,
Illustrator.
not classically trained, don't know how to use Illustrator.
Neither do I. I mean,
No,
it's
no,
as
I know how to use Illustrator because I went to
oh
design
right.
school.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My
I'm
my
one of
background
those.
is not in logo. I will again say shout out to Andrew and shout out to Flynn Blewett for being amazing and teaching me most of the things I know within this program, and saving me a whole lot of stress and trouble. Um, but no, the thing that I like to do in Illustrator the most, the warp functions when it comes to like text,
Mm,
it works fine in an After Effects kind of, or in a Photoshop, and something like that. But it works so much better in within um, within
Illustrator.
Illustrator, and I
Right.
just like being able to warp things better in here. So we're gonna go image trace. If you could move that away, that'd be great. The other thing I am working with that Brad is not is currently around my screen. I have a big green border that says "You are sharing your screen" because I'm working through Zoom. So
Uh,
I'm mildly hindered with this.
I just love this
So if I scroll
program,
too
man.
high, I have to wait. Do this. Take out the EA Sports.
For whatever reason, I just like to just break Photoshop.
It's a pastime.
Okay. I'm using like a real generic background.
I was doing a lot of research into like Madden covers just to get some extra inspiration for this.
Uh-huh.
And it seems to me that that is like a sort of like, especially prior to like anything before like 2013 or 14,
Mm-hmm.
um, the that was really just they just put generic stadium in the background. And even
Yep.
recently, like I think it was 2019 when Tom Brady was on the cover himself. They it was literally just like one of those like standard go-to like sets of like stadium PNGs that everybody
That's all I got.
uses.
That's what I got right here. Let me see if this works.
So we're gonna let's have some fun here. Edit. Uh,
Oh, that's
object.
hilarious. That didn't work at all.
Let's start with a little bit of twisting here.
Okay,
I actually
I
got
see
this
what
initial
you're
idea.
I see what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I got this initial idea looking at some of the old FIFA games. Believe it or not,
Mm-hmm.
they did a really. I mean, the this year's FIFA game had this sort of same thing in it, where they had they took like the FIFA logo and all that, and they they warped it around into sort of a texture, and they used some other stuff as a texture, which was really dope. So we're gonna go like this. This is the thing that I should be doing. Select same fill color. Make sure that that's all there. All right, there we go. But yeah, this is all reliable for me. I think I love taking stuff into Illustrator and just warping it and turning it, using that sort of text as a different, any way you can use it differently is just so much fun to me.
All right, let's see how super broken I can make this file. It's already super broken, and this looks incredibly stupid. Oh god, you're looking at my screen. Also, I had to turn off hardware enhance who's what's it, so it's just like super broken. Everything is lagging because there's no hardware acceleration. So it's like not using my graphics card, so everything's just broken. And all I want to do All I want to do is make this kind of look like it's one cohesive sky. So then Photoshop goes, oh, this is a sky. Yeah, you want to use the sky replacement tool? Yeah, we got you handled on that. All right, let's try this again. Should theoretically think everything above that is the sky, but it might think the stadium. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Darian, it's not a computer thing. I don't know what it is. I reset the PRAM on my computer and then everything breaks and hates me. All right, let's save this. Let me find a... We're going to find a photo of Gillette Stadium that Thomas has not downloaded to use for his as well.
Yes, I am trying. After doing my research for this, I kind of decided to stay away from the stadiums solely because I felt like it was I would have to do half of it as
right,
Arrowhead and half of it as Gillette, and it just seemed like a whole thing. I just was
I remember what I was gonna do. I saw something super cool that somebody posted, and I'm going to I don't know. All right, let's muck about. All right, let's drop the exposure a bunch. Let's do some color balance, because Garrett's in the chat. He's gonna appreciate that I'm hitting color balance.
Garrett and color balance is something that he's pointed out to me a couple times, and that is something that I have made an integral part of my daily Photoshop, is just making sure that I am color balancing and making sure everything looks clean and consistent.
I need something in the background of this though. All right, let's try this. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but who does?
That makes me happy.
It's not what
Here
I
we
want.
go.
I do not want that.
I'll get around to the actual manipulation of my photos eventually, but I think I'm finally hitting pay dirt with some of this some of the background stuff here.
I feel like what you're doing is something that Madden would do or has done, or just that general warped text is a good sort of
it's something
way
that
to go.
I felt like I've seen from them in other games, and I wanted to sort of like, I try to be at least somewhat like, on brand with what these other teams are doing when it comes to some of this stuff.
Okay, let's do this.
Appreciate that, Mike.
Oh, there it is.
I'm trying my best to make everybody proud here. Represent the college sports scene. Hopefully, I don't let myself down. Let anybody else down here.
The only way to do that is if you don't try.
Well,
there's no one to let down here. There's only 28 people watching. It's not like we have 50 people watching like when Dan was here. So
that's about 28 more people than normally watch me design, especially for the past year where I've been at home alone.
I guess that's a good point. Whoops. No, I do want to do that. I want to do this.
Here we go. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go into. I have spent too much money on the creative market in the past, and there's some really, really good things I've bought here. So let's go to distress. I like distress.
I have these really cool card mock-ups on. You might have heard of them that are on Creative Market.
Oh, do you mean these card mock-ups that I currently am selecting that
Yeah,
include
those.
one touches, 4 slabs, and top loaders?
Yeah, those. You were actually, fun fact, Thomas was actually the first person to purchase those.
It's because I happened to be on Twitter at the right moment. Um,
You were the
and
first
no,
first sale.
and I'm proud of that. It's they are something I've used regularly. I've done several card designs, and it looks like they've been quite the hit. Anytime I've seen anybody else. Let's save that. Nasty little thing. Anytime I've seen anybody post a card design, it looks like your work is hiding in there. So
Fingers,
they're not too
fingers
shabby.
crossed. Yeah, Cameron Good used them in a video for the Jets for their
Nice.
draft, which was cool. I'm gonna have to disable Nightbot one of these days because Porter just all Porter does all day is he just flirts with Nightbot. It's a really really bad habit.
Get a room. Let's see how this looks.
Yeah, we were originally going to do a sports card design,
We
but
were.
then everybody was crying over the Madden cover, so then we were like, all right. Bet.
That is what has bonded Brad and I in the past month and a half. Is it all started with hashtag free sports cards, and it's gone from there.
I've gotten him into the dirty underworld of sports card gambling.
I was already slowly getting into it, and then that alone pushed me over the edge. And now I'm a sucker for a good break.
You guys don't know what a break is. So sports card boxes are expensive. So basically you go in and you say, I want to buy the Chicago Bears. And then they open a box and you get all of the Bears cards. But sometimes there are like 4 Bears cards and sometimes there are none. And sometimes there are good ones and bad ones. So it's essentially gambling, but
It is.
We don't like to say it's gambling, but it's gambling.
It's gambling in the sense that you are spending money to maybe not get the best thing. And especially as a Titans fan, we haven't had, I mean, AJ Brown was a big name receiver, but like in the last the last 2 years, we haven't had like a big name rookie. And that's always the thing people are hunting for. So like the best card that I have pulled from one of these breaks, I have it here with me, a Darrington Evans auto prism card here, autograph card. Let's see if we can see it on the screen here.
Yeah, there you go.
This is worth something to like 3 of us, and like I think it's dope. But there's most people would get that card and go who, and even for a little bit I was like who. So that was definitely like that's been one of my better pulls from this. But I'm hopeful that better days are ahead, and I land me some my good friend Derrick Henry or AJ Brown is in my future.
Yeah, I don't buy into many breaks anymore because I'm pretty much only want Devin Hester cards. And he has 1 or 2 cards in a set, which means that I can just buy it on eBay. That's pretty much what I generally do.
I am also going to pull a trick that for editing these that I learned roughly 2 or 3 streams ago from Design with Dan, who immediately said that this was a Bradley Jack Designs technique, and that is the good old-fashioned sharpen unsharpened mask here. I have started using that, and I very much enjoy it. I always like to do my stuff in Photoshop or in a Camera Raw first, but for something like this, I love just bringing out the detail in these photos.
You
like
theoretically should do everything and then sharpen last.
Yeah.
Based on a YouTube video that I watched and went, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I will be doing that in a little bit then, just to clear that up. Let's get to editing these photos a little bit.
Let's get to actually doing something. Am I right?
I know. I'm like kind of amazed that I'm actually getting around to this. Let's go.
I'm gonna give Tom Brady red eyes just because I feel like it.
I'm also mildly worried that this stream is going to be a point where I get exposed for knowing absolutely nothing about Photoshop, because there are so many days where I just feel like I work on something and then I like watch a stream, like one of your streams, or I watch a video or something, and I see the way that other people do it, and I'm like, oh, so I'm dumb.
There's more than one way to skin a cat, but
But the
yeah.
way that I skin them is the longest, most just the worst way possible. We have now entered the point of the chat where Porter is flirting with himself.
Yeah.
So I hope you two get a room and have a wonderful evening.
It's always a special time of the chat. I feel like Porter tweeted something today that I was going to say something about, but I don't remember what it was. He tweets so much, so.
I can't say anything about tweeting because.
Well, I mean, I can't either. I'm on Twitter. I mean, I don't tweet that often. I'm on Twitter all the time, though. It's bad. My wife can attest to that.
I have I have a very funny story about Twitter, and the punchline is will catch you off guard, but that is kind of the point of it at this point. I had a couple coaches in college during Lent one year asked me if I would give up Twitter for Lent, and I was like, no, because this is how I'm trying to get employed one day after I get done with college. So why would I do that? And they were like, oh, you should do it, because everybody is doing like, giving up something for 40 days. I'm like, I'll give up something else, but not that. Cause I kind of like, it wasn't like oh, I want to do it because I'm addicted to Twitter. I'm like, no, I'm trying to like, use this to my advantage. And this coach gave me hell for 40 days about it. And the joke is now on him because he got arrested and went to federal prison. So I win because I'm not.
Oh, I want
arrested by the
FBI. Shoot, I want this to be.
And welcome to the wide world of sports. Should I tell that story? Maybe not. But did it happen? Yes, it did.
Like I said, Auburn sucks.
Hey, you saw the big shiny ring. I made a point of showing that off.
The only big shiny ring I have is this.
Yeah, you're not on the screen, so I can't see it.
I'm grabbing it. It's right here. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're not. I'm not on screen. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm
switched over to you, so people could see you doing stuff.
Yeah, which again, no pressure.
So this is my ring I have. It's not going to focus. Focus on this big shiny thing. It is a fantasy football champion ring I bought because I won our league when I was working in the corporate world. I was the champion, so I spent a lot of the winnings on this nice case. And it has my team name on there, the New England Trading Company, because all I do is trade no matter what.
I've never been able to actually like put money into a fantasy football league, such as the joys of working in the NCAA. So I don't have anything like that, but I still think that we had a group of college designers all in a league this year, and we probably had my favorite prize of all time / punishment for last. Since it was all college designers, the winner of the league got a graphic made of them by the person who came in last. And I literally, before the one of the Titans' last games of the season, when I was about to win the league, it was before the Ravens playoff game that we choked. I made my girlfriend go outside with me and take photos of me in the street for this graphic, and it is still. I'm gonna pull it up because it cracks me up to this day.
To this day.
It was to this day. This is still peak of my existence right here. Is just this graphic that Caleb put together, and it was so dumb. But
you're just hello, look at me. I am a person.
It's so obnoxious and unnecessary. Caleb did a great job with this, but shout out to the LA Gradient for pulling through and winning the league. Will Stone, you were a great adversary, but hold this L. Hold this fat L.
Yeah, the reason I I got that was we did a. I don't like how this looks. We did a. It was 3 different leagues, and the top 4 from each league made it to the playoffs.
Interesting.
And then from there, you could then play someone who has the same players as you because they're in a different league than you. And it's ironic as a Bears fan that I won the championship because of Aaron Rodgers. Because I don't remember exactly what happened. I went to the movies with my wife, and Aaron Rodgers was in the 4th quarter, and that game ended up going into overtime, and then he scored another touchdown. So he ended up getting like 42 points. Henry, I bought 7 Obi Toppin cards today. If you were curious, 7 in total.
My league this past year ended with me. I had Alvin Kamara carrying me for a lot of the season, and that second to last week when he had the 7 touchdown game, I thought I had won the league in that moment. Like, I saw that and I was already celebrating that I had successfully won the league a little bit. I don't remember who it was, but Will had somebody come out of nowhere and make a strong run at me. And I was very nervous for about 20 minutes. And then I still somehow pulled it out. But I came in as the underdog too. I barely squeaked into the playoffs, and the boys came through. Good coaching is really all I can say. What else? Who else do you give credit to there?
I lost because of Stephon Diggs. I was winning, and Stephon Diggs needed to not score like 28 points, and he scored like 30 points. Like, I needed him to not score 3 touchdowns, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and score 3 touchdowns." So
yeah, I'm just not gonna do that.
I was like, "Oh, I'm good. It's Stephon Diggs. Like, he's good, but he hasn't like blown up this year." And I was like, "Oh, just kidding." And I had the most points in the league, and the most points of the other 2 leagues that were going on as well, that we were kind of basing the winner off of. Based on money, if you had the most points, but as if you had the most points in the final match, not overall.
Yeah, that's always the worst part right there. Is just when you get to the end and you think you got it, and then you have the lead in the league the whole year, and then just out of nowhere, it just comes crumbling down at the last minute. That's always what happens because you have the best players on the best teams, and so they're all sitting out that last week of the season.
Well, I had I always make trades before the draft, so I traded up. I actually ended up keeping. I had pick 1 and pick 10 actually, so I traded my 2nd round pick and another pick for 1 overall. So I had Christian McCaffrey and someone else. So my team was like stupid good all season. Because I knew all I needed was those guys to just do the bare minimum. Dan, what happened? You're not a mod anymore. That's weird. How'd that happen?
He asked to be unmodded.
Oh, that's exactly right. Oh, that's right. You asked to be modded, and then I said, get out of here.
It is 7:45.
Now it's crunch time. Now it's, oh, crap.
I had that at about 6:50 before we got on stream.
As soon as I sent you the Zoom link, you went, "Oh God!" I'm just like.
As soon as you sent me the test Zoom link at like 2:30, I was like, "Dear, what am I doing?"
Well, at least your Zoom hasn't broken like Dan's did, so you already got a leg up on Dan for that.
If that's the only thing I have over Dan, I will hold that in the highest regards.
Exclusion. What is happening? It's not a wrench, it's a spanner, by the way. We like to call them spanners. Hey, I mean, like, this looks super cool. Like, Brady's super just punking on him right
That
now.
looks
but
great.
I need to figure out what to do with Mahomes now.
I
Like,
need
nothing.
to figure out how to make this line look normal.
Oh yeah, I like that text.
Is it
It's
against?
fun.
Yeah, that is taking it into Illustrator and then plugging it into this distress filter from I don't even remember who makes it, but whoever it is, I got it off of Creative Market, and if
Oh,
anybody wants to look into things, that was how I pulled off part of my background this year for some of my Rutgers wrestling stuff for our postseason look. So that's a nice little cheat code. Let's see here.
okay. I got a lot of stuff going on here with Brady. So this is bump some of this up a little bit. Hey, I would save, by the way, like just periodically.
Good call. Good call.
Like,
I
hold
have
on.
done
Do
that.
I have my super buttons? I don't think they're working. Oh,
I'm allowed
yeah,
to
I can
swear
just do
here,
this.
right?
Save as.
Yeah. Whenever I set these streams up, I always say no. This is not for children.
Okay, good.
So it's
Other
a
than
shame.
the one small child that was watching earlier.
And except for that small child and then Garrett, but Garrett is a tall child, so
That is also true.
we'll give him a pass. I don't know if people are gonna think this is a Madden cover, but I really don't care. I'm just like really like the whole thing is just like, yeah, I'm just like messing around, doing shit that looks cool. That's pretty much it. You know, I make fun of Garrett, but he's like, you know, he's like 8 feet tall, so he's super tall. See, Christian's asking how much time is left on the clock. There is no clock. There's 38 minutes left.
Time is a human amalgamation. You know, that's something that we made up just to have it. You know,
This is factual.
Time is. Birds aren't real. You know the drill.
Correct.
Now we're also getting to that problem where the photo that I chose of Pat for this side profile so much lower quality than
It's
this
like
photo of Tom
like
Brady.
2 pixels.
I mean, look at my stream. Like, look at
Yeah,
Tom
it's-
Brady and those crisp wrinkle lines, and then look at that potato of Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
That's just like, ugh.
You played yourself.
I've set myself up for failure. I saw this photo and I thought that it was going to be great and all the things were going to work out. And now I'm panicking harder than before, but I don't really have a choice at this point. Unless somebody in the chat wants to do a cutout for me and email it to me.
Now, do you use the pen tool when you cut out, or you do it the fast way, like normal people?
So
It's a very loaded
okay.
way of me asking that question.
Yeah, well, I was born and raised with the magnetic lasso. That
okay,
is how I came up.
That's how I originally started doing it too.
Tyler Trout introduced that to me when he was a designer at Auburn, and I'm name dropping everybody, but I want to give everybody credit who helped me get to this point. I want to make sure everybody who helped get me onto Bradley Jag Design stream. Let me also say hi again, just to make sure everybody knows. I came prepared today. I needed a new computer background, so hi again. Don't you love my beautiful choice of fonts and colors?
But colors I don't. So the colors I like. Cyan rules. I mean, so
it's a good color. But yeah, no, So I start nowadays by using select subject. I think that is the easiest thing to do. It's pretty good outside of hair. Like when hitting refine hair is so tragic. Porter, I spent a long time working on that background. Like I spent roughly 100 seconds making that earlier today. So that was a lot of work for me. Thank you for noticing. That means the world that somebody can really just tell the time and effort I put into that. So, but no, so I do find myself nowadays using the pen tool when I want to get like a nice, good, like round edge. Like it's the best for getting something nice and like rounded. But I use a little bit of everything, but I mostly stick with the lasso at this point. And I don't think I can save this anymore.
Ugh.
Which is not good.
What is this? Oh, okay. So if we want to get some, we can get some drama started in the chat if we want. So my brother just sent me a TikTok from David Portnoy. And I don't really care much for him. So it's like, why are you sending me stupid Barstool TikTok? But he's trying Grader's ice cream, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I get it. Good ice cream.
Wait, which one?
Which what? What? Pardon?
Which ice cream are we talking here?
Grader's.
Okay.
GRA. Graders. I'm gonna plug them. I'm assuming that's their website. I hope that is their website and not something terrible. But that would be funny.
You're right. I should use a gradient map here. Thank you for pointing that out. I absolutely should go with the gradient map here.
Wait, what are you using?
So I did just for a second just to see how it looked. I had just pulled the same gradient that I had in the background up over. Oh, I didn't see that until now.
I'm just kidding. I only wanted to do that. It's the only reason I asked you.
Dang it! You had me all excited. I was gonna talk for another 20 minutes about nothing at all.
Hey, tell me about design stuff I already know about. Just kidding. I just wanted to hit
Curves.
Yeah, let me tell the guy who's so much better at this than I am about design.
All right, who are you? Dan's in the chat. Tell him whatever you need. It's a joke.
I mean,
right.
As I said the other day in a Discord we're both in, I'm not the one who's designed things for friends.
It was technically for TBS.
I don't care. You were doing all the hype up for the Friends reunion, and whenever I realized that it was your stuff, I was like, this is great.
It was technically for ST and Digital for the Friends reunion, but again, semantics. Could I be any more cool for that?
I hope chat is seeing my face when I come across something I actually like, because I'm making the same faces I normally make when I'm doing this, which is just like how about that? Jordan, I absolutely was listening to you. I saw that and I was like, how silly of me to not be using the gradient map there. I was just being a big goober. So.
Anytime anyone says gradient map, like boom, I just used the
I wish I had realized exactly how many transitions you had built in here, so that way I could have prepared buzzwords and just tried to sneak them in all night.
Wow, let's take a look and see what he's doing. He's got a lot of colors on. What do you guys think about it? Personally,
That's fire, bro.
Oh god, I gotta do it again. Hold on, I gotta try that again.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Ah, it's gone. Oh well.
That's fire, bro.
My favorite stinger is "That's fire, bro," because it's just the dumbest thing ever. I'm just making everything red. There's zero contrast in color in this. Everything is red.
I'm really, really hating myself right now for this cutout selection, because Tom looks, as he normally does, Tom looks beautiful over here. I'll give it to him. He knows there's a reason he's married a supermodel. And then again, Pat, I love you, but you look You look dusty.
I saw he posted something like he just posted a like happy Father's Day. Who's a what's it? And then I was like, you gonna go kiss your son like that with that mouth? I wanted to be like, go kiss your son.
That
Weirdo.
is, I can't get over the fact that not only does he kiss his son, he mouth kisses his son.
Very open mouth kisses his son.
Open mouth kisses his children at the age that they are, and that's not okay. You know, I don't know.
Ugh.
If you mouth kiss your children after a certain point, why?
We're sorry for anyone in the chat that mouth kisses their children.
I'm not.
The way that Tom Brady mouth kisses their children.
It's just I don't know. Is that a group of people I can offend? Am I gonna get in trouble? Am I getting canceled for not liking open mouth kissing your?
Probably not.
Oh God, I'm falling apart here. I'm trying my best to somewhat reduce the quality of Tampa Tom to make him match, but
Mike Baldwin is asking inquisitively that you have kids.
only in spirit. Only in spirit.
So no.
No. I am dating a wonderful woman, Victoria. If you're watching this, I love you very much. However, I am not. I live in a studio apartment that's the upstairs of someone else's home, so I don't really think I got space to bring children into this world. Yeah, just probably not my best choice at the moment.
People who own houses don't have room to raise kids.
Don't even get me started on trying to own a house. I think I'd probably have a child before I'll ever be able to afford a house.
Come move to Dayton, Ohio. It is
Mike,
it's a lot cheaper to own a house in Dayton, Ohio.
Mike, I'm right there with you. That is the thing that my girlfriend always rolls her eyes whenever we hear a child screaming at a restaurant because she thinks I hate kids. I don't hate kids. Kids are great. But she's just like, I'm like, that is the thing that gets on my ADD nerves so much, so fast.
What is happening? I don't want a size shitter. Oh, I don't want that. Okay, that's better. There we go. Wait, maybe not.
See if I can figure out what the heck I'm doing here.
There we go. There, now he's in the grass. Grass.
Bye, Porter. I know you're probably gone by now, but thank you for coming on and flirting with Nightbot for us.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thomas works for Rutgers, which is,
Yes.
as I've learned from the TV show Big Brother, is pretty much just New Jersey State University.
Yes, Rutgers University, the State University of New Jersey. So I'm located currently just outside of New Brunswick. So about an hour outside of New York City. And I'm originally from Nashville. I was born and raised in Tennessee, which is the reason why I have this flag behind me.
Rocketown.
To see it on stream. Oh, yeah. I'm the descendant of 3 generations of Vols. May their baseball team rest in peace after today. Yeah, I am currently in Jersey.
I think he wanted your actual address. He was going to come say hi to you. I'm just kidding. No, he wasn't.
I can pass it on. Jordan, I am asking that same question. I don't know what this line is. I'm trying to figure out the best way of sort of making this line a little bit less bad.
Less of a line?
Less of a line and more of something. Brendan, I like that idea, and lucky for you, I already have that cut out.
Look at this Lombardi trophy I cut out and put in there.
It's almost like this was worth doing.
Well, that's a good one too. That's
straight. That's a good one.
It's like straight from Tiffany's website.
It is a beautiful trophy and an even more beautiful cutout. So let's do that. That is absolutely a much better idea. And there, like I said, there's a reason why I am not a speed designer, and this is not my strong suit. So,
yeah, me too. I totally understand.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at designing stuff in very quick amount of times. I'm just kidding. I'm very fast.
Dan, you're not kidding. This literally, I'm so glad that was brought up because I was,
Oh,
I
it
just,
looks it looks
it
so
looks
much better.
so much better. uh,
Wow, man.
it's crazy what that'll do to you.
All right, let's hit our LUT button. What do we got over here? Oh, look at this. Ethan J Design Make It Pop LUTs. Mmm.
I will be honest. I had, after a couple weeks ago, I didn't know what the LUT abbreviation was, and I had to Google it, and I felt real dumb
I
because
don't
I
think I don't
literally
think
do this
I
for
know
a
what.
living.
Yeah, I don't know if I know what LUT means, but I don't care.
I
Oh,
didn't.
that's
I just
nice.
wasn't. I just wasn't thinking. So I just was like, oh, that's what that is. That's
Oh, is
awesome,
this the
Dan.
new designer for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Ryan in chat?
Yeah, Ryan.
Hey, when's the NBA lottery? Is that happening like right now?
That is tonight, and I'm not. Uh, oh,
Can we stream that and
okay.
not get DCMA'd?
With the NBA,
What time is
I'm
the
not
draft
sure.
lottery? Click.
It's probably 8 or 9 o'clock tonight.
8:30ish. See, you guys can get out of here just in time. Oh, I don't care. The Bulls don't have a pick because we gave it to someone, the Magic or
Probably
something.
Oklahoma City. I was looking the other day just for yucks at after the Hawks took down the 76ers. I went to go see just exactly what how much I was about to play with a trade machine to see how much they could give up the Thunder could give up for Ben Simmons. And I looked, and between now and 2028, the Thunder have 40 picks.
Yeah.
Everybody, like the average team will have 16. They have 40. I was like, what in the world?
Okay, when you say that the average team has 16,
And
that
by that I mean if they didn't trade any picks.
yeah, that's a lot.
And that's literally like I I don't they're gonna be so good in a couple years solely because they're going to trade everybody.
Yeah, but who are they gonna get? They have to get lucky. It's like they have to get their own Ben Simmonses, but Ben Simmons can't shoot, so it's like they have
I
to not draft busts.
they it's the problem with just all of it is you got to get some good picks, or you got to get some good players in, but you also I don't know. There's a reason I'm not a GM for a reason.
I also don't really. Yeah, they drafted Russ, KD, and Harden, so
And then and we see what that got him. It got him one round. It got him really close, but
it's a good point. They are actually very good at drafting, but they have no money because they're in Oklahoma City. I think that's the issue.
I think I've made a positive adjustment here to. Again, I'm just listening to Jordan. Jordan, if you just want to design for me, I would really appreciate it because you are carrying me right now. This is a group project at this point.
Whoa, group project. Whoa.
You know what? I am unashamed. I am always someone willing to to ask for help. I'm not ashamed to admit it. So, um, shout out to everybody
I love that you
who's
could. I love like I'm gonna post these and be like, "Who's do you like better?" And like we can maybe find like a jewel case to mock up on, or
yeah
what like that. But people are gonna be like, "Brad, this is clearly yours." Like
yeah.
you clearly made this. You're not fooling anyone. We all know how you design, and this looks exactly like something you would do. The only thing I haven't done is put a blurred signature in the front to be like, "What's up?" Blurred signature.
You know what the
Count it.
one thing I don't have in my textures is right now, and now that I realize it, and I'm gonna have to Google it, and it's gonna be a little bit embarrassing. I don't have like a football field texture saved. How about that?
They're not easy to find.
No,
like
they're
good
not. I have
ones.
basketball saved plenty.
Um,
Blaze, I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Ooh, I mean, yay. What am I getting notifications for?
Uh, playing
Oh
server. Do
man,
I have something?
an auction ended on a card I was looking at. Dang.
R.I.P.
It sold for $2 over what I was going to buy it for. But I already have one, so it's fine.
What was it this time?
That Devin Hester flawless card out of 5.
Uh,
That looks pretty centered. Where's
this
this
doesn't look
thing
good
at?
yet.
Madden color logo. Okay. Let's use the smart thing of align to canvas, middle. Thank you.
I'll also go ahead and do the smart thing of bringing in that the Madden logo here.
Maybe I want to. Yeah, that's the problem now. It's like I don't know where to put the Madden logo. I don't know.
That
where
is
I
the
want
one
it.
thing I did come prepared for was putting in the Madden logo somewhere. At least I think I did. I'm gonna do this number.
Uh-oh. Dan saying check your DMs. He's probably trying to cheat at something.
Can, can you pull up your screen for a sec? I don't need to expose myself.
Okay, hold on. Hello.
There we go.
Here we are. We are here with my stuff. Oh, I can see your screen though, so that's fun. It's right here.
That's fine.
It's right here. I can see all the secrets. There's no DM, Dan.
Dan, I love you so much. You are my sun, moon, and stars. I'd say that, and I literally just got a text message from my girlfriend, and she's in here. So, hi Vic, I love you. That was a joke.
What crap did he? What is this crap he's sending you?
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Don't worry. Don't you worry. You're on your pretty little head. This is nothing to fear.
overlay, filter, blur, blur.
My screen is now
Dan probably made that in Cinema 4D. You know, he's probably like, I know how to use Cinema 4D now, so I'm gonna make my own grass textures that are super epic.
We're good. Let's do this.
All right, I'm gonna hit a little default button on here. Kind of do what you're doing, but mess up the Madden logo and like destroy any sort of semblance of what is it called? Brand standards for the logo.
Oh.
Complete disregard for do not edit this photo. Yikes. Too many.
Actually, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to do this under.
Okay, that's fine. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. That button. Yep, cool. Yep, that's fine. I want to put like a subtitle on here or something. It's just like Madden. It's like beat Brady or die. Because I just have this incredibly ominous looking Madden logo. Let's pixelate, crystallize 3, give it a little bit more jiggity jaggedy. Just for fun, let's are those in here? Yes, they are in here. Okay, cool. Let's do that. I'm gonna add a little bit of techiness to this. Let's pull up the good old displaces I have. Let's toss that in here. Let's see if this works.
No, Dan isn't sending cutouts and giving me advice, and actually has a whole separate design that he made for me. And
Yeah, Dan already made something.
what are you talking about? No,
Oh,
that's not what happened.
that's a problem. Real.
Let me also go ahead and
Why did that happen
move
though?
on
That's kind of
here.
confusing.
Let's,
Man, I could have messed this up like real bad on accident. Filter, distort. What are we doing? We're adding. What does this say?
Displacement map.
A displacement map. Nope, don't like that. Oh, good. This is its own file. Which means I can go like that. And then just BS this from here. Okay, good.
there's only that one. Okay, well, that doesn't make me feel good.
Hey, we have 14 minutes. Just BT dubs.
Oh no.
Like BT dubs, we have 14 minutes. Like it doesn't really matter, but we have 14 minutes. Get with the program.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna panic and pray that this doesn't suck. How about that?
That's all. That's the only thing we can do. Here's the thing, too. I'm gonna have people vote. They might like yours better because it's more traditional. It's got cool colors. Mine is just super ominous and red. So I've done a lot of red ominous stuff recently. Displace, Photoshop. Right there.
I don't know who Jay Cutler is.
Hello, Blaze Watson. Thank you for subscribing. So then Jay Cutler pops up and Schmidt says, I don't even know who Jay Cutler is. It's the greatest thing on the stream.
It is. I have a hot take about that show as well. That might make some enemies. That
My wife and I just started watching that. Like, yeah,
It's a-
sorry,
it's a-
I've seen it before. She has not. So
it's a
we were
very good
watching
show.
it for her.
It's a good show. But
But-
I have a hot take that might make some enemies, and I've accepted that. And it is that Jess is annoying, and the portion of the show where she is not on it is the best part of the show.
There was an article somewhere, and it said, New Girl would be just as good as a show if Jess wasn't in it at all.
Yep.
So
I hate admitting it, but she's fine, but I'm there for Schmidt and Winston and a good old, a Winston CC mess around.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't know, there's just something about her that it's just like it's not my favorite. She's not my favorite main character. And there's a portion of the show where they wrote her out of the script. She's off on jury duty, and I'm like,
well, she had
honestly, the show is.
she was pregnant and had a baby.
Yeah,
so
she was
that's why.
pregnant in real life. Yeah, but I was just like, I'm like, you know what? I'm fine with this. This was a fine portion of the show. Okay.
I'm doing something I like to call using something I've done in the past that worked out well. So I'm pulling open a file a design I made 3 years ago.
Are we discussing whether the Madden should go at the top or at the bottom?
You put it wherever you want.
Chat right now.
Is that what people are?
It looks like Chad is deciding for me, and I'm okay with that.
I don't even have the Madden NFL 22 logo on here. It just says Madden on mine. I should probably fix that. We'll see what happens in the next 11 minutes.
I pulled it and put it into the folder. I'm gonna try and fix these gradient masks as well real quick because I'm not a big fan of the way that they look.
Come on.
I want to get a little bit more yellow.
Here's a Jeremy Lamb graphic I made in my 365, and then I did trivia afterwards. I distinctly remember I stayed late at work just to make this graphic very quickly, and then went and did trivia. We're just going to paste those right there and hide them.
Did you win trivia? That is the question, though.
I don't think that night we did.
Actually,
I don't know who Jay Cutler is.
Oh, great. Someone made an account named Guy Ferrari.
Nice. I am a simple man. I am amused by simple things.
I mean,
That
I did make a Guy Fieri graphic, so I mean,
that
what are you gonna
was that
what are you
was
gonna
Flavor
do?
Town of you. That was very Flavor Town of you.
Um, Guy Fieri is a product of the great state of Ohio, so you're welcome. You're welcome for that.
If that is what there it is. Now okay. I feel good now. I feel better at least.
I don't know
I
who
don't feel
Jay
great,
Cutler
but
is.
I don't feel bad.
Henry, you just now subscribed. What have you been doing for the last 6 weeks? You're here every week, and you just now subscribed.
You're literally a mod.
You're a mod. I think actually Garrett subscribed last week.
I know I subscribed last week, during Dan's stream.
See, what is that? You guys, I post all the time. You guys are just trying to hurt my feelings.
Fake fans, man.
That's right. You can't even read this Madden. It's too displaced. Maybe that's the point. Oh, you resub just to get the notification. Okay, good.
Okay.
Do I want this to be white or do I want this to be red? White or red? Chat, do I want this to be white or red? Stop unsubbing and resubbing, everybody.
Yay, Jay Cutler!
Larry, the notification worked. Yes, you did.
Oh, it's because I'm stupid. That's what's happening. Okay.
White. Yeah, I guess if it contrasts a little bit, do I get rid of the displace then, or do I get rid of the crystallize? The question is, what do I want to do with that? I think I just want it to be slightly displaced, and then we'll just toss a gradient map on top of it that's black and white. That makes it black and white. Hey, Alpha Fan Breaks. See, we got other card people in here right now.
Hey!
People that know card stuff. Always fun.
People know.
All right.
Yeah. The original plan was to do a good old fashioned
Vlad Jr. design.
Yeah, we had talked about that probably about a month ago.
Because Vlad Jr. is good at baseball.
And because I was like, I would love to do a Ronald Acuna graphic again, but
I haven't done one.
Those, like, I do one every season. I mean, I'm literally wearing my throwback Braves hat, which is probably one of my favorite Braves hats of all time. So
I don't know who Jay Cutler is.
But
you guys are the worst. They're just abusing the unsub sub right now. But I love the sound. And it didn't work until, or like no one actually subbed during the stream until Dan was on. So it's like, it's nice. It's actually like chiming.
It's good to know that it's working.
Yeah, it works. But yes, we could have done a Acuna graphic. I started to do one a while ago and then stopped.
I feel like I do that for a lot of things. A lot of my personal graphics, I get about a half, at least recently, especially, with the pandemic and everything, I was so exhausted for a while that I just was like, I couldn't bring myself to do anymore. And I was like, I had to take a little break. And there was just so many graphics though that I started, and I couldn't bring myself to do anything with.
You want this to be here?
It was tough.
Or do I just want this to be like this thing that's on Brady's face where he's like the predator eyeballing things? I want to do that.
This is just coming along so much better than I
just want this to be like this.
Yeah, Jordan, I am a designer at Rutgers University. So I work in our athletic department. I'm responsible for 7 of our teams. My biggest one being our wrestling team.
Wrestling.
And I work with wrestling is huge in Jersey, man.
Oh, I know it. No, I know it's huge in the Big Ten in general. It's huge.
Oh, it's crazy how big it is. And like when I first got up here, there's no wrestling teams in the South. And when I got up here, I was just like, what is going on? And it's so much fun, though. I mean, our crowds are great. Our atmosphere is great. So I've become a big wrestling fan a couple of years just in being in and around the program. It's a really really cool atmosphere to get to experience in person. And if you're ever in Piscataway and you want to go to a wrestling match, I highly recommend it. It's a good time.
And you know me. If you say Piscataway, I say I'll go that way. Am I right, guys? Right? Uh, I actually did some wrestling graphics for someone, and I think it was based around it was based around someone's team. I don't have any of them to show you on here. I can pull them up. I can pull them up when we're done. I want some fog. Who doesn't love a good fog? All these fog templates I have. Fog. I just need a teeny bit of fog. Yeah, a teeny bit of fog will make this look good. Oh God. I don't want to use that.
Shadow Zone.
Instead, I want to use a.
Radiant map.
Do
Gradient?
it, Henry. A gradient map alert. Uh-oh.
Yeah, these stingers are the
Just
best.
in time to see the.
The stingers are better than anything I've made on the stream. I'm just gonna put it out there because it's the facts. Where's this Madden cover? This needs some texture to it. Man, last year or the year before, Dan and I were really trying to make marble texture a thing. We were like, it's gonna be the new
I
thing.
looked at those graphics.
Like, we're gonna do marble texture, and it's gonna be the thing that people are gonna like. It's marble. Marble is the new paper. And it actually looks super sweet if you invert it, because it's kind of like spooky. But I have no idea where those are.
Well, I pulled some marbling into like some of my wrestling work this year just because like I think it looks really dope if you use it right. You use a nice little color gradient and you go crazy, you go crazy with it. But gradient map is the right word. Color gradient is just the same thing twice. I'm really good at using my words.
I need something that says my stuff, my New York City textures. Thank you. Hey, look, textures from your homeland, but not really.
My
your homeland is intense. Your alternate homeland.
Yes.
These all halftone? I don't want the halftone. I want the actual ones.
Also, Peter, I saw you in there.
Shoot, we have 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, this is going well for me. I'm not stressing at all. Okay. Crap.
2 minutes remaining. That's what I need. I need a stinger that does that. That automatically chimes.
I'm trying to figure out a way to negotiate like 5 extra minutes just because I need some time to get my shadows and right.
That sucks. That sucks. Should have thought of that. Should have thought of that sooner.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be entertaining for your wonderful audience who clearly are just so engaged and enjoying this, and I want it to be entertaining for your loving fans. So
where's this stupid texture? All I want is a. God damn it, Bobby! All I want is a texture.
Peter, I see you, and that is a story for another day, my friend.
Here we go. What I want.
Okay, well, my light's coming.
Does anyone know if the Rockets pick is protected at all? All I know is the Bulls don't have a pick, and I don't really watch the NBA enough to care about what the Bulls do, other than draft Patrick Williams over my boy Obi Toppin. So now I have to like the Knicks. And I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Okay, let's duplicate this. Let's make it.
Oh, that's not what I want to move. Let's try this again. You know what? We're just because I don't have the time. I'm just gonna go big old shadow like this.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah.
This is not going well. I apologize just for this abomination.
All right, I'm done. We're done.
No, I'm not yet.
All right, I'll give you a little bit more time while I pull up these wrestling graphics to see if you know who any of these wrestlers are.
Okay.
Dan says you can keep it without the shadow. It's okay, but Dan's also not in here.
I mean, I feel like well, let me turn the shadow off because that shadow's bad.
Hey, do you know who any of these guys are? Do you recognize any? These guys are all wrestlers, apparently.
I recognize all of them. I don't, especially the top guy.
Yeah, Kyle Dake or Kyle Dake.
Yeah, those I recognize them, but I can't. I'm still trying to become well versed in the pro wrestling scene. I'm mildly versed in the college wrestling world at this point, and I feel like I can talk the lingo whenever I need to. But I am I'm not super skilled in my my professional, and especially at like when you get to like the Olympic level. I know Jordan Burroughs didn't make the Olympics this year, and that was a big upset because that guy is really, really good. And apparently the U.S. is going to be really good in the Olympics this year because if someone like him isn't making it. But yeah, that's about where I can help out here. Okay, let's try this.
It's only on you now, just because I'm done hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh God. I flipped it over to my camera only with rain. I made this when we signed Andy Dalton, so. Okay, here we are. We're back.
Create layer. Do this like this. Oh,
This is mine. I actually really like how this turned out. I guess I could have given a Lombardi trophy to Patrick Mahomes because he technically has one, but it's fine.
Yeah, he's won one. I did. I love it. I think it looks great.
I'm content with what I made.
There. If there's one thing I do appreciate from doing this, it's that this is actually forcing me to be decisive in what I'm doing. Because normally I sit around and I am not for roughly 3 hours. So I think the one last thing that this design needs, and I hope you have a card for this, is some X's.
Ugh. Gag.
Because I need to fill the space.
Gag.
I wanted to do the triangles that Madden actually was using in their game art this year, but I did not make that pattern prior to the beginning of the stream, and that's on me.
All right, what do you want to name yours? I'm naming mine. It's just the menacing red cover. What do you want yours to be?
You can call mine the Purple People Eater.
Purple People Eater cover. Cool.
Let me get a good font for this real quick. Yeah, that works.
Fonts. All right, let me just toss.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we should pop on the rated E for everybody tag and in the corner.
Oh,
really good idea.
I'll get that and put it there. So
yeah, before we post them, we can. No, that's not bad.
I want this one.
For how flustered I've been, this isn't. I could have done worse. It's not my best work, but
Dan, I agree. I was gonna say, do we do rated E or do I do rated M for mature? Because
I think we should do rated B for Brad.
I should do it. Really, there's such a good area in that.
I'm really sorry. That was dumb. That was so dumb.
Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna save this and send it to you. What am I doing? Just hit this button that automatically exports things. All right. And then just send me this in Twitter. Oh, here, let me send you this.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you this. It's just a ping file that so they're in the exact same area, and you can just set it to screen.
Got it.
Well, or I guess you can just draw a box around it, and then set it to screen. But this way, they're going to be the exact same size.
Yeah. Can you switch my screen off for a sec?
Oh,
So I can pull this up.
Hold on. Here's me with just the camera. You can look at me. I guess I could have saved it as a ping with no background. That would have made a lot of sense. But that is not what we did. All right, results of this. Which Madden cover do you like best? Let us know in the next tweet. Okay, that's good. And we got the Menacing Red, the Purple People Eaters. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Dual screen. Oh, I guess I should put like what hashtag Madden cover, hashtag Madden, hashtag Brady, hashtag sports design,
Hashtag blessed.
hashtag blessed. No, I should do which at Madden cover.
Something like that.
Is it Madden? I tag like Matty Russell on accident, or is it EA Madden? What is Madden?
There we go. How about that? I think. Do I need
EA Madden NFL?
You can tell that they did not get those handles first, and
yes.
Let's do one last thing here, just to nothing too strong, but
okay, I can't tag Brady, so I'm not gonna bother tagging anyone else. All right, send me this. I gotta go walk my dog. Let's go. We're running out of sunlight.
All right, I think I'm good. Yeah, here we go. Here is my finished product.
All right, export that, and then we're on me now, so you can go back to your Twitter, and then you can DM it to me via Twitter.
Excellent.
While he's doing that, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. As usual, I'm glad that you were quick to select to spend your time with me and Thomas today. So thank you. If you guys haven't already unsubscribed, don't unsubscribe. But if you're not subscribed, please like and subscribe. Let me save image to downloads. That should be a very high resolution photo. Let's take a look.
Yes.
It's 400 pixels. Hold on.
No, wait, what?
Hold on. No. Whenever I downloaded it, it was like, okay, here's the small version. Here's the version that looks like dog water. This one is 1456. Hold on. Let me open the image in a new tab.
There you go. Jordan, I think the real winners are the friends that we made along the way.
Okay, this should be much larger. So let me inspect this real quick. And let me just steal it.
Here, look, I can also put it in the drive real quick.
Yeah, do that. That'll be easier.
Because that will probably be a lot easier and cleaner. Yeah, there you go. Check drive. It's uploading now.
But hey, if you guys have any ideas for videos you want to see me make, or if you have suggestions for people you want to see on this stream, let me know. You know, I've talked to Ethan J a little bit about that, but he's got the whole NBA going on right now. So once that's over, hopefully we can get him on the stream. But let me know who you think we should get on the stream, and I'll get him. I would get Garrett on the stream, but I don't know if he has a camera good enough yet. But he's
And
big time.
If you want me to come back, that would be fun. Maybe one day we'll actually get around to doing the cards again someday. But I want you to go through and there's a lot of really talented people out there, so I'm excited to see who you get on next. And thank you for having me on today as well.
I don't want to get Designed by Johnny on here. Yes, thank you for joining me, Thomas. I don't want Johnny on here because Johnny will just
Johnny is amazing. So
all right, we did that, and then we asked to go. Oh, which Madden cover do you prefer? Question mark. Preference.
Gosh, this is gonna
Ready,
hurt
set,
my
tweet
ego.
off. All right, we tweeted. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to head out and go. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for putting up with Thomas and I for an hour and a half. I'm going to go walk my dog. If you haven't already, like and subscribe and follow Real T-Cut on all platforms and streaming services. And with that, we will see you next time.
See y'all.
So